We might just have to turn tonight into a bit of a therapy session, as I know almost everybody got kicked straight in the dick the past, past 48 hours. It's been real rough out there. It has been a blast watching the donkey chalk pay, but at the same time, a lot of donkey chalk got there, so it's like, I don't know what the hell. I was cheering real hard for -5 because I wanted carnage. If we're going to have carnage, let's just go all the way with it, you motherfather. But, that's the problem with trying to move the cut line at the end of Friday is that the very last guys on the course are always the fucking slapdicks, and they're not any good. That's why they're the last ones out there, and they're never going to move the cut line. I called -4 like 2 hours before it happened because I realized all the good players were off the course, and good players are the ones that move the cut line because, they actually know how to make birdies. What's up, new guy? I'm the Degenerate75. I'm a PGA DFS content creator who is here to help you get a little bit better at PGA DFS because if you don't know, this shit be tough, and I'm trying to help you in a way that's not normal. Everybody else just gives you picks, and a little secret is their picks suck, and so do yours. So learn how to play the game. That's what we do here. If that sounds interesting, hang around for about the next 30 minutes. Or if you really like the cut of my jib, come check out that schedule, you motherfather. I do my course preview show every Monday. I put out my newsletter Tuesday. I do the live stream every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Lord's time zone. And of course, right now, every Friday and Saturday night, I do the Showdown Hoedown, which we break down the Showdown slate, which is a much bigger edge than week long. Let's face it, okay? There's no such thing as carnage at Showdown because your guys get to play all 18 holes, unless they're Luke List and they just up and WD tomorrow, okay? So let's do that. If you're here for some pick'ems, don't worry. I will get to that at the end, and I will also give you some picks. I will also give you 4 guys who are really good round 3 scores, which will be pretty useful information because round 3 is probably round 2 and round 3 are the biggest edges there is at Showdown. So I encourage you to hang around that. Yes, I'll be giving away a free ticket because, as I always say, what is a guy in the back? He never fucking gets it right. No, we're not pores. We're not pores. All right. I'd be remiss if I didn't start with the Fantasy Golf World Championships. As you can see, I had 2 tickets in it, and I have 1 4 of 6 and 1 3 of 6. If the cut would have moved to -5, I would have had 2 3 of 6s. And you're saying, well, why would you want that? Because there were so many donkey dick chalk guys right there on the cut that I would have just preferred that. Sam Stevens, Norman, all kinds of just slappies that were highly owned, making birdies at the very end to get there for all the donkeys. Who was it? JJ Spawn getting up and down on the last hole, whatever. So, anyways, am I live? I mean, this 3 of 6 I thought had a chance if we got to -5 because it has Taylor Moore in it. My 4 of 6, I don't know. I would say at best, they're going to put out Sims tonight over here on Cut Sweats. If you ever want to see how your lineups are doing, they do pay sweats, right? So you can see if your lineup actually has a real chance. Just use my code DEGENERATE75, all caps. It'll get you half off the first month. I imagine I'll probably be something like 25% to make the cut. You only got to beat half the field. So my 4 of 6, if Grayson Sigg goes ape shit this weekend or Carson Young goes ape shit, they're both under 5%. And then the key is I just need Ricky to fuck off because here's the truth. And this, I'm just going to tell you about this. So if you don't want to hear about it, I will fucking click off then, dude. I played Thomas. In my original lineups, I have Fowler. Okay, Fowler in both lineups. I knew Fowler was a great play this week. I was going to play Fowler. But I do this thing called checking the weather. And when I did my latest, the weather projections Wednesday night at 11 o'clock, it showed that there would be about a little over half a stroke difference towards the PM AM guys, right? So when I plugged that in, it still showed that I should play Ricky over Thomas. But my dumbassery went and changed it and tried to tweak my weather model to see how much does the weather need to offset to make a worse player a better player. And I went and changed it to a cash game style, which I never do. I will just go ahead and tell you, cash game at PGA DFS, it's for the fucking birds. I'm not good at it, and I really don't think anybody is. Maybe they are, but it sure as shit ain't me. And so I went and changed it, and I tweaked it, and it said that I should, because of the higher floor guaranteed to JT, because he will be out there Friday morning, where most of my weather projections were saying the biggest edge would be, that I should play him because he offered a higher floor, and you're going to save the $400. So I did that. So I went with double JT instead of double Ricky, and now instead of basically having 2 tickets on autopilot to cash this week to move on to the next round, now I'm going to be lucky if I can get 1. So there you go. Even me, the old dude that talks all the shit and says he knows he's doing, I still fuck up, and I definitely did. I should have just played Ricky. I knew Ricky was going to do great this week. I guess the good news is at least I followed my gut on Taylor Moore and got him in one of the lineups, and you know what? Give me more. So that's where we're at. Not looking great, but you know what? I haven't been running real pure in these tickets this year, so maybe I'll get a whole lot of run good this weekend and manage to sneak into the top 150. We'll have to see. What are you going to do? All right, let's talk a little bit about what we saw out there today. The cut is definitely going to be -4. As I told you, it was going to be -4 for a while. And the course was pretty easy today. 2 1/4 strokes, which is quite a bit, what is that? 0.6 of a stroke easier than yesterday. But here's where it really comes down to today at Showdown. If you played half of your pool as PM guys and half of your pool as AM guys, that's why you suck at Showdown. Okay, there was a dramatic edge out there, 0.8 strokes difference between the morning and the afternoon guys. Okay, if you're like, well, I looked over there on Windfinder and I didn't see nothing. Well, first of all, Windfinder's a joke. Second of all, there's more to affecting playing conditions than just simply is the wind blowing. And you should have been playing mainly morning guys. If you saw any leaderboards today, I know you saw guys flying the Showdown Hoedown symbol flag up there, because the advice I gave them, and once again, I don't give picks. I just say this is what I would do if I were playing. I said I would be playing almost all guys from the morning. The only guys from the afternoon I would be playing would be studs like Ricky or Keegan or Aberg or Finau. Do not mix in any of the scrubs from the morning or from the afternoon. If you're gonna play if you want to play your punts and your pivots, make sure they're from the morning, right? And you're like, well, 0.8 of a stroke ain't that much, so your guys just all got lucky. Okay, dumbass. Just go look at the best rounds today. Okay, you have Pendrith and Ricky, who were both afternoon guys. You have who else? Who else is an afternoon guy on here? Let's see. From the I guess Trevor Combe, but he'll fucking he'll bogey the last hole because he's a slappy. Look. So of all the guys that shot -6 or better, I am counting 3 or 4 of them out of the about 15 guys. So 4 of the 15 guys who shot, or 11 of the 15 guys who shot 6 or better today. I'm just quick counting here. Maybe it's 5. Came from the morning. Okay, and if you don't know, at GPPs, you're just trying to chase those ceiling rounds. You need those nuts plays. Why were people playing Justin Lauer? Well, first of all, he's a nuclear hot guy, and second of all, he was in the morning, right? Why Cam Davis? Why Satoshi Kodaira? Why Sepp Straka? They're out there in the morning, and you get those guys into your lineup, and they're playing an easier course, right? It's not just the wind was blowing, it's that the course was softer. It's that POA gets bumpy as shit in the afternoon, and all those little 6-foot putts become like 50-50 that you're going to hit a grenade, and it bounces off to the right. So there is a lot of information. I'm telling you, all these golfers can go have great rounds. So if you can get guys on an easier course, you should just always play it. There's a very small edge at PGA DFS, and the biggest edge is almost always going to be getting guys in a better weather edge, okay? It's not an accident that so many guys in my community did well today because they just followed that. Their guys were playing an easier course. And yes, Taylor Pendrith luck sacked his balls off and got there and was a really good play, right? But 9 times out of 10, another guy just like him is going to outperform him in the morning conditions, okay? So there you go. Ricky, when it comes to studs, I don't even know if you need to worry about it because Ricky's just a god among men. He is definitely winning this tournament. All right, so that was the breakdown, and a lot of that matters because you're going to use it tomorrow. Once again, Saturday round 3 Showdown does not have position points, so you basically just want the guys out there in the best conditions. Everything I'm about to say about weather, you have to hear this caveat before I start, okay? There is a chance that tomorrow they're going to go off in threes. I believe 9 million players made the cut, right? It was like legit over 80. Not to mention there is a chance at some showers around 5 or 6 o'clock there. So with that tells me 2 things. First of all, DraftKings is going to nerf the shit out of the Sunday round 4 contest, right? Because they're going to be worried about a weather delay. And the second thing it tells me is there's a decent chance they're going to go out in threes. Matter of fact, over here in the chat, if any of you guys see PGA Communications put anything out, please let me know. Because I'm going to be working at the assumption that it's probably 50-50 that they're going to go out in threes off of 1 and 10 and everybody goes out in a 2-hour period. Or it may be 50-50. They just do it like normal, send them off all in pairs of 2 off of number 1 over about a 7.5. Well, I guess tomorrow will probably be an 8-hour period, right? All right. That's what I need to know. So if you know that, please drop it in the chat. I'll be trying to glance over there. But tomorrow, let's see. What are the made cut percentages? Oh, yeah. Over here on Cuts was in the Fantasy Golf World Championship, 1% 6 of 6. The 5 of 6 was 18%, and the 4 of 6 was 36%. If you want to see what all of it is, let's just go over here. If you're looking at all the contests, it looks like it's around 1 to 3% across all the major contests, right? So there you go. All right, looking at the weather. Actually, we'll come back to fucking contest selection. We'll scoot contest selection over here. We're gonna mix up the order tonight. All right, that is not what I want. Weather, here you go. The weather tomorrow morning looks divine, just like it did today. No wind, in the 70s, and the sun's gonna be out. It's gonna be perfect. So tomorrow morning they're going to roast this course. Now, Do you want to play guys in the morning? You absolutely do. Should you play all your guys in the morning? No, because there are guys in the afternoon. It's not like it's going to be brutal out there in the afternoon. It's just not going to be quite as easy. Okay, there are going to be studs in the afternoon who still shoot a -6 or -7. I'm not afraid to play Ricky tomorrow. I'm not afraid to play Taylor Moore tomorrow. I'm not afraid to play Aberg tomorrow, which, by the way, I told you that guy was a fucking Cadillac. I'm not afraid to play those guys, okay? The point being is I don't think you only want to play guys late in the day. I think you really want to go get 3 or 4 guys in all of your lineups that go out there early because they're going to boat race this course. Yes, there will be some assholes that'll shoot a +2 or a +1 or just spin their wheels. But I promise you, something like 60% of all the best rounds tomorrow will come from the morning guys. There's going to be guys firing at pins going after it, okay? This is all, once again, all of this is under the assumption they're going off in 2s, okay? If they go off in 3s, you can basically throw out everything I'm saying right now, okay? So, with that said, I really like morning guys tomorrow. They're going to have those, more than anything, more than the wind, more than the course getting baked out, those greens get bumpy as shit. I just watching those putts, it just looks like Plinko out there by the time in the afternoon. I guess the POA moves with the sun. It gets chewed up very easily, and they're just hitting really, really bumpy putts. So, I want my guys out there when the greens are the freshest and the smoothest, and if I get the benefit of having a softer course with less winds, well, that's just a cherry on top, you motherfather. So the best scoring conditions will definitely be tomorrow morning. So if they're going off in groups in 2, I would have something set in my optimizer where I have at least a minimum of 3 players going off early tee times, right? And by early, I mean basically anything before probably 9:30, something like that, right? That would be my rule. That's how I would handle it. But at the same time, to just completely exclude every guy that's in the top 10 because they go out late, I think you're also missing the point. Those guys are in the top 10 because they're playing well, and you want to have access to those guys. The key is finding which of those guys is really going to push on a Saturday, right? So that's what I'll be doing. That's how, actually, I'm probably not even going to play tomorrow. I'm just going to give out one little last hope that my lineups can hold out, but that's what I would be doing if I were playing, okay? If you don't know, well, you keep talking, what the hell are these rules you talking about? Well, right here is called the solver. If you don't know, when I build my lineups, I do them right here with the solver. I use my projections that I make, me, not somebody else, using somebody else's shit. I make my own projections. I put them out for all of my members. I did this crazy thing yesterday with my projections where I tweaked them for the fucking morning guys so that they would be projecting higher. And look what happened. Oh my God, what crazy concept. So then when you use an optimizer, it will then take all the players that you like, that you select for your player pool, and make the best version of that player pool and spit you out good competitive lineups that can win GBBs. If you don't know, just go look at my collages, you motherfather. And if you're thinking, I'm a casual man, I can't afford that $100 optimizer, my projections and the optimizer, $25 a month. You simply just click on, it's in the description, click on that link right there, the Showdown Hoedown symbol. It will get you everything you need, okay? I swear by it. I use it. I've had a lot of luck. Matter of fact, the first time I've hand-built all year with these Fantasy Golf World Championship tickets, look where the fuck that got me, JT, you piece of shit. All right, moving on. Let's talk a little contest selection tomorrow. We have Showdown. We have round 3. Oh, wow, they already got round 4 up? No, okay. So the contest tomorrow, no surprise, they're nerfed a little bit. I told you the DK guy reached out to me, the head of the DFS from DraftKings, and he said when there's any type of weather, they nerf the contest because they're afraid that there's going to be overlays, and if it spills over to the next day, they don't get people their money out, from that contest so that they can put it into the next contest. And people, you'd be amazed what small percentage of people actually just have funds sitting in their DraftKings account and aren't waiting on the previous slate to pay out, right? So no surprise, the big contest tomorrow, only 200,000 with 50,000 up top. It's not the best, but it's not the worst if you want to play in a lottery. At least it's only 25% up high instead of the smooth 33%. I love when the signature hole is only 20%. It's just most of you aren't playing 555, but I'm pretty sure my dude Shaloub won this today. So nice payout structure. Oh my gosh, the 4max 250. Maybe I will play tomorrow. I love the 4max 250. I love it. And I got spicy takes. Of course, my baby, the $10 18 max is always a good one to be in because of the flat payout structure. The $100 single entry is up to $20,000, which is nice. The $5, hey, look at him listening to me again. Drive the green, only 20% to first. DraftKings, I'm warming up to your asses, you motherfathers. I already got my links for both contests next week, too. My new host, really trying to impress 2 days in. Not bad, new guy. Not bad, new host. All right, the $5 single entry, the $1 20 max. There's actually, it's not that bad, right? I wish they were a little bit bigger, but with the inclement weather, I think this is as good as we were going to get. Plus, it's a weekend where there's not a lot of big names, and that also draws a lot of the plebs out to go play at Showdown. Okay. So I think there's plenty of good contests. Like if you want to just play 18 lineups tomorrow, that's $10 the nuts. If you want to play 50 lineups, go toss them in this bad boy. I think you can throw 50 lineups in this drive the green, and that's a really good payout structure, right? I mean, it's not the nuts. 10th place is only 1/40th of first, but let's face it, Bob, infinitely better than it was, okay? And if you win $2,000 on, say you toss out 20 lineups in it or 50 lineups, so you do 250 and you win 2,000, you'll be in the streets dancing naked. People will have to call the cops on you, okay? So I don't want to hear it. All right, let's get to some stats, some things I'm going to be looking at. We're going to be focusing mainly on round 2. Who were some guys that were ball striking today? Colin Morikawa. Man, that motherfather, I knew after what he did last week, he was going to come out. That's why everybody's like, man, Morikawa screwed me last week. I ain't going to play him. And I told him, don't let him fuck you 2 weeks in a row. If you think Colin Morikawa is a good play, you go play him. And he is playing incredible. And the crazy thing is, he ain't even putting. I mean, he is just sticking him right now. He's playing good. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but like, Colin Morikawa could win a birdie fest. Blow my mind. From there, Callum Tarren, oh my God, Callum Tarren's ball striking. Look at that. And Callum Tarren is one of my 10 nuclear hot guys. That list might be coming one day. Ricky Fowler's playing incredible. I don't give a shit. He's playing good. If you want to chase this good round, you do that, because I just don't think that shit bothers him, right? I think that like good players can go put up 2-3 nuclear rounds in a row. Ryan Palmer, man, that guy was tilting my balls today because I have him in one of my Fantasy Golf World Championships. And it's just like every single hole, he has like less than 12 feet for birdie. Every hole. And he makes 2 of them. Okay. From there, man, Dumpy Bo made a real run at it today. Couldn't quite get it done. Sorry, Dumps. Look at the Hobbit, man. The Hobbit's really impressing me. Here's a good rule. When I see good putters who are not putting, I'm almost always interested in them. And that's Brian Harmon, right? Brian Harmon, Peter Malnati, Denny McCarthy, Brennan Todd. There's just those guys that are really good putters. And if I see their approaches on, I just autoplay them. Bob. As far as nuclear rounds go today, I'm not lining up to chase an Andrew Landry, Taylor Pendrith, Justin Lauer, Sadoshi Kodaira, Peter Malnati, Carl Yoon. I'm just not trying to chase or Luke Donald. I'm not trying to chase their nuclear rounds, right? Those guys' nuclear rounds are very much different than a Ricky Fowler nuclear round, than an Aberg nuclear round, Colin Morikawa nuclear round, because the big difference is the other guys, they fucking suck. That's the big difference, okay? Anybody nuclear on approach today? We already talked about Callum. Anybody else? Joel Dahman, you missed the cut. Hideki, you missed the cut. Sadoshi Kodaira, man. I just can't chase that round. All right, here's another one. Ben Taylor can putt, right? If I see Ben Taylor with good approach, I'm always warm to that, right? Off the tee. Anybody kill themselves off the tee but were otherwise good today? Matt Wallace, okay. I mean, all right. I mean, I guess. Matt Wallace, he's always kind of terrible off the tee, though. Chad, okay, we're not playing Chad Collins. Get out of here. Nick Watney made a big rally to make the cut. Let's see. Anybody else? All right. Anybody kill themselves around the green but were otherwise particularly good today? Sung J M. I think Sung J's a big bounce back candidate tomorrow. Pun intended. Anybody else? Lonto missed the cut. Sorry, bruh. T Dunks. When T Dunks has the approach and the putter going, I'm telling you, he just gets really, really hot. I never mind T Dunks at a birdie fest, especially when he's not playing like an asshole. Oh, the goalie missed the cut on the number. You hate to see it. Man, Justin Suh triple bogey in that last hole, and he was bad at everything except putting today. He could never do good tomorrow. Or he could. All right, anybody else? JT, you piece of shit. All right, that's it. That's the basic rundown of it. If you want to know the guys that are going to be going out early tomorrow, because I still haven't seen it over here in the chat, it's going to be, if they go out in threes, the very first guys out will be the guys in the middle. The very last guys out will be the leaders and the guys at the very back. If they go off in twos, it'll be all these -4 guys going out first, right? SH Kim, Grayson, by the way, SH Kim made it from the native area, chipped him from the native area to make the cut on the number. So if you have a 6 of 6 with SH Kim, just know you had a shamrock shoved way up your ass today. Although I say that, I'm pretty sure Grayson Sig chipped in to give me a 4 of 6, so who am I to judge? And so all these guys will be the first ones going out. If they are going out in twos, okay? Hey, I'm gonna get to your Q&A. I'm gonna get to the drawing, and I'm going to give you 4 guys. Before we do, go check out my site degen75.com. It has been our craziest month ever. June, we have blown up, okay? If you want to come be a part of it, I'm just gonna tell you something special. It's a place built around the community. It's not like the other toxic negative bullshit that's out there. It is fun, it is engaging, and most of all, it is a place to help you have the right tools to make the best lineups so that you can put yourself in a position to win. I'll never guarantee you're going going to win, but I promise you, I will definitely help you fix your process. Also, here's all our winners from this week, and I can't wait to see all the ones. I mean, we had so many today. Going to be awesome. And, of course, I have the best tool in all of PGA DFS called the Rosetta Stone. I will have one tonight for all my sweaty tryhards, round 3 and round 4, and I also do one for a week long. And lastly, do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you'll know whenever we're going live for round 3 and round 4 Showdown, Hoedown, and of course, the emergency stream. And don't forget to like and subscribe because me and the editor are just two independent fucks who don't put ads on any of our videos. And when you like, subscribe, and tell a friend, it helps us more than you'll ever know. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. And look at that. We're rocking the shirt, you motherfathers. Yeah, I have shirts, and yes, I give them away to people that fly my flag and win them. You want to buy one? Too bad. I'm not a poor. I'm not going to sell them. You got to earn them, you donkeys. All right, here's those 4 guys who are really good at round 4 scoring, round 3 scoring. Brian Harmon, watch out, Middle Earth. Alex Smalley, Taylor Moore. Wait, what's going on with the short theme here? We got Brian Harmon, who is a dwarf in seven different fairy tales. We have Alex Smalley, literally small in his last name. Okay, Taylor Moore, es muy grande. He actually does look kind of stacked. So, Taylor Moore, do you want to play a guy that's a leader and a good round 3 score? There you go. And lastly, Dylan Wu. Those guys are all in the top 11 of round 3 scoring. Pick'ems tomorrow. If there's guys going out early who haven't been playing that well, I'm going to be attacking the over on birdies, especially if they put out some lazy 4.5 birds tomorrow. I'm all over it, Bob. I think this course is going to be as gettable as it's ever going to get. There are some bogey holes out there, so I don't always love the strokes, but I love over on 4.5 birdies. I will be attacking it every time they put it out there, almost without even considering who the golfer is. Because let's face it, they only put the lines out for the good golfers, right? All right, let's get over to the chat. Let me bring up this, and then I will go answer your questions. I want to be out of here now. Oh, yeah, editor, do a drawing for me right now in the chat. Editor, draw one. This is to build a lineup. I'm not going to lie. We're not going to build it tomorrow, okay? I'm still tilting balls. I'm still going to hold out to my 1% hope that we might make it. All right. LA Quake. There you go. LA Quake, you made it. Let's see. My contest. Let's see if he has the what's it called up yet. My contest. No, doesn't have him up yet, but we'll see. I'll keep checking. Razor the Guru, tilting. You don't know what tilting is? That's when you're mad. You've never played poker and got tilted as balls? I am tilted as balls right now. All right, here we go. Answering questions. If you have questions, toss them in here. I'm going to answer them for the next 8 to 9 minutes. I dig the show, man. Actually, home to watch it live today. May as well toss in a single entry. Moore or Fowler for the win? I mean, honestly, if I had to pick 2, those would be my top 2 guys. I just feel like Ricky is due for a win, right? Ricky is trending for a win. I said he's going to win, but at the same time, it'd be pretty cool if Taylor Moore won because, that's like the one guy I said I was playing this week. Tony Finau. Where he be now? Dude, that guy's broken. Like, he's off right now. He's off. And I just decided I could not play him this week. I need to see some sign that he's unbroken. And he's not, right? This is not the movie Unbreakable with starring Tony Finau, right? That I believe it's Bruce Willis. Fowler winning come Sunday? I think so. I really do. I tweeted it out today. People thought I was mushing. No, I literally just think he's going to win. I wanted to put it out there before other people said it. Sungjae, too far back, or can he low round come back to contention? Let's see. He's at -6 right now. The leader's at -13. Yeah, if he shoots 600, well, no, that only gets him to 18. He's probably going to, I think the winning score is definitely going to get to -20 or lower. So what? He's having to shoot -7 both days? Not likely, Bob. I think he could backdoor top 5. I do not think he can win. How are you doing with your lineups? Already answered it. Why you got to ask that, man? Why you got to be that way? All right. It's rare for me to live these things. What's up, motherfucker? What's up, Delbs? Delbs in the house. So, lock Keegan Bradley in the player pool tomorrow. I mean, Keegan, honestly, he probably left 4 strokes out there today, and he still had a good round. The guy is playing insane golf, and he's a badass on Saturdays. Clearly, Keegan, he's out there skipping around like a fucking little kid, just living life, just happy as shit, and he does not seem to have any hangover from last week. I would have no hesitation playing Keegan tomorrow. Moving on. Just looking for questions. I don't see a question mark. I'm not answering it because I can smell dinner cooking right now, you motherfathers. Oh, yeah, and I got to go make this stone. Can we get a Charlie Hoffman, the king of Texas? Where's old Charlie? Oh, there he is. I went right to him. I mean, pretty average today, but his ball striking was above par, so I guess we can do that. Hope you had a great Friday. Not so much, sir. I hope you did, though. Scheffler won't be around this weekend. Scheffler won't be around this weekend because he didn't play in the tournament. Why is JT a loser? I mean, he's just kind of been sucking, but when I made my model this week, he was number 1 at easy courses. He was number 1 at soft courses. He was number 1 at easy 72s, and I just went with him. And, fuck you, weather, because I had Ricky locked in. If I would have just stuck with my original lineups, auto cash. But you know what? If you have a process, you got to trust it, and I did. So what are you going to do, Bob? What are you going to do? This is the real answer is I'm just a fucking moron when it comes to making cash lineups. And I think that anybody who says they're good at making cash lineups, I think they're full of shit. Matter of fact, the guys who have 5 of 6s and 6 of 6s in the Fantasy Golf World Championship, they're the most disgusting cash lineups I've ever seen because those guys did it right. And they basically just played GPP lineups in there and played the guys they liked and didn't worry about quote unquote safe assholes like Decky and JT and who the fuck ever. Who are the other stupid ones? Ben Ann, get out of here. 30% Ben Ann. All right, Polly, tell him. Oh, wait, you're not plugged in. Wow, Bennett made a birdie to make the cut. That lucky fucker. I think he sucks. Like, when that guy falls apart so quick. Should Mark Hubbard be in jail, prison? Yeah, I mean, he missed a birdie on, I would have, that my 3 of 6, my really good 3 of 6 would have been a 4 of 6 if Hubbard just doesn't miss a 5-footer for par on a par 5. I mean, who bogeys 7 or 6? Was it 16 or 17? It was, yeah, whatever. It's just the easiest hole in the course. Leaning towards a weather delay. I don't think there'll be a weather delay. I think they'll get it done by 6. I still am wanting to know what PGA Comms is saying. Should have stopped watching when Pan withdrew. Come on, let's go. Thanks, Delbert. Did Ricky and JT swap golf games this year? It kind of seems that way. That's not a bad analogy, old Cody. Jacob, good luck to all you tryhards this weekend. Seems like Donkey Chalk gets there. You know, there was some Donkey Chalk that did well this week, but honestly, not that much. I mean, who's Donkey Chalk up high, right? Pendrith was a really good pivot. Taylor Moore was a really good pivot. Ludwig Aberg was a really good pivot. Morikawa was a really good pivot. I guess Rye and Fowler would be the only 2 guys in the top 10 I would have really considered chalk this week. Maybe Shank. Cam Davis was a great pivot. I mean, to me, this has been a week that if you play that contrarian lifestyle, you're probably having a real week long because the donkey dicks paid this week. All right. Great call on Moore. Yeah, let's see if it holds up. I just, trust the system, brother. Who helps you the most? Well, I guess I got to cheer for my 4 of 6 now, Billy. So probably Carson Young. And that 4 of 6, Carson Young and Grayson Sigg. And then it also has, Sung Jae and who the fuck ever else. I don't remember. I'm too tilted to remember. Anyone in the top 10 you see getting left in the dust tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, I there's any of these guys like, Justin Lauer. I don't know if I want to chase that round. Andrew Landry would not surprise me. Seriously, though, where's the cut? It's definitely -4. Okay. How much weight do you give overall event stats for round 3 and round 4 Showdown? I think you could use that, especially when you have 2 different waves that kind of play different each day. So looking at the event kind of gives you an idea of how they played when the course was average. When you go look at stats today, they're going to be very biased to the morning guys because they were playing an easier course, right? Still liking morning guys for round 3 better, even though they barely made the cut? Yes, I am. Because they're going to be firing at flags, and I'm just after birdies. Is it too early to start thinking should play Kyle Stanley at John Deere? Yes. How dare you put that horrible thought in my head? It's a tearing week. Time to fire him up with a great approach. I don't mind it. I just don't know if I think he's going to be very popular. That'd be my answer to that. And for a single round of Showdown, I'm never playing a chalky Callum Tarrant. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I guess Bennett makes a lot of birdies, but man, when that guy gets going sideways, he falls apart. But I guess the flip side of that, when he's on, he seems to really be on. And I guess that's what we want at Showdown. So I guess he's not the worst, right? When building 2 to 3 lineups for single entry or 3 max, how do you choose what players to put in each lineup? Any correlation? I mean, well, first of all, I just make a really tight player pool of 9 to 10 guys, and it kind of just figures itself out because you don't have a ton of options to mix and match, right? Can you show the solver how to make early tee times groups? Yeah, it's all over on the website in the archives, right? It's all there. You just go and you go to advanced, and it's right over here. Advanced, stacks, and the tee times right there, brother. Okay, or you could just go to archives over on the website. Yeah, donkey. All right. So basically 4 a.m. golfers and 2 p.m.s. I don't mind that. I think that's good. Who is the donkey chalk guy for week long that goes nuclear tomorrow? Aaron Rye seemed like he missed a lot of putts today. Let's see. Who is a week? It's going to be somebody who, JJ Spawn. That fucker will go ham tomorrow and kill all my dreams. Why is he 30% in the Fantasy Golf World Championship? I do not get what these guys think sometimes. I mean, I guess I played JT, so who am I to cast judgment? Do you think I have a chance to win something with a 6 of 6 Fowler, Jaeger, Smalley? Yeah, absolutely, dude. If you got a 6 of 6 at a birdie fest when the 6 of 6 rate's 1 or 2%, if all those guys go shoot a collective, average maybe a -8 to -10 over the weekend for their 2 rounds, you'll be amazed how much you'll shoot up the leaderboard. Because those position points don't matter near as much when you're getting all those extra birdies. What strategy do you like better, 3 and 3 or 4 and 2? Well, I think you just go pick the guys you like and then kind of let that determine it, sir. That's what I would do. Don't make a rule that I have to have 4 of these guys or 3 of these guys. Go find the guys you like and then figure that out. What's up, man? Hey, yo. All right, thoughts on M tomorrow? I think he's a great bounce back. I will tell you, he's in both my lineups, so that kind of mushes him. Do you have a concern about Taylor Moore for the weekend with such a high putting and low ball striking? That's not what you want to see, but I will tell you this. Taylor Moore is a really good putter. That was one of the real reasons I liked him this week, Delbert. So the fact that he's not ball striking, I don't love. But the fact that he's putting well, that doesn't bother me because that's kind of what he does. I'd be like getting mad at Justin Suff for being a good putter. Okay? That's just what he do. That's what he do, man. All right. Let's see. Person to avoid tomorrow. I would never play Landry tomorrow. That's just me. That doesn't mean you can't. That's just somebody I would never play. Andrew, don't recognize you. Welcome, brother. Do you use any variance in the solver? Yeah, I'm much more reliant on my my player pool than I am on the projection. So I usually go somewhere. I started around 20, and sometimes I'll get as high as 40. Right? That's how I do it, brother. But that's that's just because I don't think projections are the end all be all. I just know that projections are just good estimates of how people will do. Biggest minus 4-5 mover tomorrow. I already told you. It's going to be all slapdick Spawn. He's going to turn into that guy with the mask. I believe his name's Spawn. Unfortunately, I missed the beginning. Did full tilt beginning after today? Yeah, there's been a lot of tilting. Or he could. What's your take on DWN GPP? Take down a GPP. What do I need to do the most? Well, for Showdown, your lineup needs to make you vomit in your mouth a little bit, right? The guys who were taking down GPPs today were playing slapdicks like Taylor Pendrith and Andrew Landry and who was the other one that really went off? My boy Lauer, right? No one wanted to play Cam Davis either. Well, now they do. Does Taylor Moore have an actual chance to win this, or is he fool's gold? I mean, I feel like we'll find out tomorrow. There's a good chance he's fool's gold for tomorrow, though, right? Definitely feels that way. All right, Callum Tarrant to light it up tomorrow. Thoughts? I don't know. I just don't want to play a chalky Callum Tarrant. That's what I'll say. I think he's great. I love Callum Tarrant, but I just don't know. When he's chalky, I don't know if I can do it at Showdown where there's so much variance. Can my boy Sung Jae make a run? Faux show he can. LA Quake, don't forget, we're going to make a lineup. Just send me a message sometime when it is not a week where I am taking off, which I'll probably be free next week because it looks like I'm not going to be qualifying. I'd say probably 75% I'm not going to qualify. What's going on, DJ? What's up, Anton? Fade Sung Jae at Showdown and weekend. Thoughts on him? If you faded him a week long, I think you definitely want to have a little Sung Jae stock this week. Who's a good 6K guy for tomorrow? I don't know. Go find a guy who was ball striking that a good. Let's see. I don't want him to have had a good round. I don't know. JJ Spawn. I don't even know what it is. I'm just gonna keep saying JJ Spawn to everything. Thoughts on? Oh, by the way, don't forget to drop a like. I see 78 likes to 170 people in here, right? 173. So that's not a great ratio, Bobs. All right. Is there anything that you use for the eye test that you ever cause you to adjust your model? Yeah. Sometimes, like a guy like Aaron Rai is a guy today that just watching him, I felt like he lost 4 or 5 strokes out there. So I don't really care what the model says or what these stats say. I just know that I would want to play a guy like Aaron Rai because he was really stiffing it quite a bit, right? Let's see. I know Scheffler didn't play. I was a troll. Okay. Good troll. Okay. You don't troll a guy who's tilting, Jesse. That'll catch you a throat punching, you mother father. With a birdie fest, is it more worth taking a gamble on a random low-owned player than? Oh yeah. Remember, Ben, all these guys in this field, every guy who made the cut, the difference between the best player and the worst player is about that much because it's such an easy course. Okay, well, at the U.S. Open, the difference between the best player and the worst player is about this much, right? Because the difference in these PGA golfers really comes out at the more difficult venues, right? Who shot the best round today? Andrew Landry. If you think Andrew Landry can even hold Ricky Fowler's jock, you're a laughable fool. Okay, but on easy courses, any of these guys, they're that good, can get hot. It's the hard courses that really separate from the good players from the bad players. JJ Spawn, gotta play him. Am I the only guy for Ricky for the top 5 in the $33? How? I don't know. That's awesome. That's a pretty good thing to have, right? Because I really think he's going to win. And if you're not having to share those points with those other guys up there, that's just going to help you catapult. Because right now your lineup doesn't even have his winning points factored into it, which is huge. All right. Assuming he does win. I'm not trying to mush him. I love Ricky. I really do. We're just a couple Oklahoma State boys just trying to make our way in the world, man. That's all we're trying to do. All right. Currently in second place and kicking the nuts and 6 of 6. Should I get excited yet? Yeah. If you're second place in a contest and you have a 6 of 6, you are very, very live. I really encourage you to go check out Cut Sweats tonight. Just use my code DeGenerate75 and he will have the pay sweats. He'll let you know what percentage your lineup actually has a chance to win. I keep waiting for it to refresh for mine. So it can say, give up, Bob. That's what it'll say. There's not even a number. Just fucking give up, loser. Here's your like. Hey, thanks. You should have already had one. We're up to 98. At least let me get 105 before we get out of here. Signed up for the newsletter. Let's go. Anton, if you weren't already on the website, make sure to tell the editor. He'll get you a free week on there for signing up. If you sign up for the newsletter, you get a free week on the website, okay? Don't forget, I got a round 4 contest that will be out tomorrow, okay? We're going to start having round 4 every week, a Showdown Hoedown listener league. We're going to continue to grow it, but I got to train you guys to get used to it, okay? I would have imagined the 6 of 6 is lower than 1% and the 3 max. Yeah, probably. I think the smaller the contest, where guys are chalkier, probably the lower the 6 of 6 rate, Devin. I think that's right. Do you like multiplier tournaments on DK? I never play them, so I don't really have a strong opinion on them, but I do see some people who consistently win at them. I will say that. All right, let's see. Going off in pairs, big guys start. There you go. Nick said it. That is really big news. Before we get out of here, to the 170 of you that are watching, they are going out in twos tomorrow. So everything I said about weather tonight, I think is really relevant. I want guys going out 7, 8, 9 a.m. That not only those guys, I'm going to be playing some guys that go out late. I am open to playing Ricky. I'm open to playing Sungjae. I'm open to playing Keegan. But when I'm trying to find a good low-owned pivot or a good pump play, you best believe I'm going to have 2, 3, or 4 of those slapsticks that go out between 7 and 9:30 tomorrow, okay? Look, some of them are going to just melt down, okay? So don't think because you're playing morning guys, they're magically going to do well. They're going out first because they're not particularly playing that great. But here's what I do know. 5 or 6 of them are going to break the slate tomorrow before a single one of the late guys is even teed off. And if you have no access to any of those guys, your lineups are dead before you even start, okay? So make a rule. Just do this for me. Just have a rule that at least 2 of your guys go off before 9:30 tomorrow. At least 2. You could probably do up to 4, and I think you'd still be fine. But at least 2. Do that for me because you don't want to get into a big GPP and have no upside in your lineup. And those guys going off in the morning is where all the upside lies, right? They're going to probably be lower owned. Now, don't get it twisted. Those guys that are popular players that are going to be going out first. So, for instance, would be somebody like who's a -4 guy that's going to be very popular tomorrow. I imagine Sam Stevens will probably be pretty popular tomorrow. Garrick Higo will probably be popular tomorrow. Guys like that, right? S.H. Kim, Lucksack S.H. Kim, picking up 3 lucky motherfathers. All right, so there you go. Some of these guys are putting lights out. That's another thing. I think you're going to get the truest roll of your putts in the morning, right? Would you still play one of those guys tomorrow due to low scores? Sure. Yeah. Just because you're putting well doesn't mean you're disqualified. I think guys who only play guys who are ball striking and not putting well, I think that's the most noob way of thinking. Okay. Justin Suh, if he doesn't ball strike at all and he's only putting, okay, that's what Justin Suh does. I'm okay with that. You preferred ranch water ingredients? Yeah. Once again, I'm gonna say this one last time. It has to be Topo Chico's. Okay, that's carbonated mineral water from Mexico. It's got to be Jose Cuervo Blue Agave Tequila. It has got to be 1 fresh lime, and it has to be 1 pinch of salt. That is it. That is the recipe. Make it happen. Don't get that shit out of a can unless you're a peasant. Hey, all of you, thank you for being here. I will be back tomorrow. Make sure to have on your notifications and join me. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you for all of you flying the flag. Incredible day for everybody. Maybe I'll luck sack and find a way to qualify for the Fantasy Golf World Championship. Just like Ted Lasso, I fucking choose to believe even when it doesn't look that great. I appreciate all of you being here on a Friday night, but I got to go make the stone and pound my face with food because I'm hungry. So I think I'm just going to have you enjoy this outro.